Good morning.
Good morning.
We're gonna go let the chickens out and then we're gonna run over to the post office to drop off some eggs for a customer. I got my little helper this morning.
Because I wake up first.
Yeah, you did.
Everyone start wakes up.
He's not awake yet. Let's go, Eli. Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
These guys are doing great too. Say hi. I thought I'd run through our history of chicken doors. When we started our chickens, what, 2-3 years ago? But we had this barn already here on the property, and it was just convenient, I thought, that this hole was already cut out. It was a functional door, but it had already been cut out for something else. So what we ended up doing is making a lift door with these runs, and Jake made this nifty little walkway out into our chicken run, which we really do not use anymore except for the kitty cats and our new turkey. But that is our first original chicken door, and we can pull the string. It goes up from here and on the outside. But we got the chicken fever and we were buying too many chickens and too many chickens in the chicken run. They were eating all the grass. It was getting kind of gross. We got ducks. That was a big thing. They could not come out of this door and go back in. I don't know if they couldn't figure it out or if they just couldn't walk up this small little walkway. So we ended up making a new door on the chicken coop. So we made a second door in the chicken coop. We just cut out a little door. It has a little latch. You've seen it. We put a pallet right in front of it so that everybody can step down and get out and run around. And this is how we can move our chicken run around. We had the electric fence. And chickens can get plenty of food, fresh grass. Now, the turkey, the big tom turkey, is too big to fit through this little door. So, Jake yesterday made monster door. This is really cool. I like this little latch. Eli and Uriah kind of had troubles with the other latch, but I think this one's gonna be super easy. Eli, release the chicken. You have to put the rock in front of it, I think. So the thought of the door was, this is big enough for the turkeys to fit through, and this will give us other side a rest so we can block it off and let the grass grow back on it. Oh, there's little Leanna.
That boy's super fast. I can fast.
She's one of the broody hens, so she has to eat fast and get back on her eggs.
Got a few projects to do today. It is pretty gorgeous out. It's maybe 50-55 degrees. Let's get to work. Let's talk about the Farmer Brad chicken water. Farmer Brad is a homesteader, fellow YouTuber, and an entrepreneur. He built his own automatic chicken water. He sent it to us a couple months ago, asked us to check it out, review it for him. So we finally had a few good days here. So built a little structure so I can put it out with the chickens. I'm gonna have to bury it a little bit. I was trying to make it pretty hefty, but it's still a little wobbly. But get some sides on it, give it some structure, give it something to hang from, and then we'll move it over to this yard right here and let these chickens try it out today. I think a lot of us would say the goal is to never have to water, never have to feed, have automatic collect. There's things you just love to have done automatically. Of course, part of the job is taking care of your animals, checking in on them, putting them to bed at night. But possibly we can get this waterer going so we never have to water our chickens again. That'd be really cool. So we're gonna try it out today. We're gonna put it into the yard. I'll probably bury this down a little bit. We'll get the hose hooked up to it. We'll see what these chickens think. Show you some footage of how these chickens are taken to this new water. While we're doing that, I got some special footage just from Farmer Brad, just to tell you guys a little bit more about this water and how he came to create it.
Hi Jake, it's Brad from Farmer Brad LLC, and I wanted to give some background information about the automatic chicken water bucket. So the idea really started around 2015, and I was searching on Amazon for different chicken waters in general. All I could see was a whole bunch of 5-gallon buckets with the water nipples, but you had to manually refill those. So I figured out there had to be a better way. So after doing some trial and error, I found a good lid, I found a good bucket that worked together well, found a good float valve, garden hose adapter, and all this stuff. So I also have a removable cap in the lid that allows you to peek in there without having to take the lid off first. The other thing is that during the wintertime, you can use a heated element and feed the cord through here. I also went with the 2-gallon bucket because of it being a little bit more compact, that it would be more likely to be able to fit in a compact coop, and also it'd be able to be shipped easier. I really started making these as a way to offset feed costs when my hens were still maturing before they developed eggs that I could sell. Farmer Brad LLC, I do chicken rentals, I do pastured poultry, seasoned member at the Richmond Farmers Market. Also recently got my EQIP grant approved for a high tunnel project, and then I have this big project of how I'm going to get water out to the high tunnel. I really want to show people things to make hobby farming easier and to save time. If you like any of those things that I mentioned, feel free to subscribe to my channel, Farmer Brad LLC. But Jake, thanks for highlighting my product and really collaborating in the homestead community. Thanks, and have a great day.
All right, Eli is going to turn the water on right there. I hear it.
Broken. Yeah, Mr. Wilder, Mr. poured it.
Uh-oh, we got a leak. We got a leak, let's see. Hey, can you turn the water off? Okay, we'll have to disconnect, figure out what the water issue is here. This will be attempt number 2. I've got the hose in a little tighter. I'm gonna try to, I don't know how tight Eli turned on the water. I'm gonna try to turn on a low amount of pressure so it's just flowing in real slowly, so it's not pushing too hard. So let's try it again. Here we go. All right, well, the second attempt was much better. It was just barely leaking a dribble, but I'm seeing a couple issues that I'm causing. So it was all the way filled up in there. I can see the water's shutting it off. And I just moved this slightly and it started to spray. So one, I need to eliminate any pressure on this. It's turned off, but it's still leaking out some water here. So I need to eliminate any pressure of this being pulling this down. So I'm gonna put a piece of wood up, right up to here, to kind of hold that, leverage that up, so that it's not pressing on this right here. All right, got that piece of wood, so the hose will go straight over to it. Let's go do it. It's level. Let's go give it a shot. I'm gonna go turn it on again. All right, now we have the water, it's filled. The hose is connected. There is no leak happening and it's all ready to go. We just need some chickens to try it out. So let me take away all their other waters and see if they'll come use it. It's about 5 hours later. We've been running this chicken water all day and they're using it. It's working out great. It's got a slow drip on it. I can't quite figure out if it's coming from my hose. I'm trying to keep the pressure on real low. So I'm trying to troubleshoot it a little bit to see if I can work that kink a bit out. But so far the chickens are loving it. It's keeping them watered. So if I can just figure out that drip issue, I think it'll be perfect. Now, if I'm talking about the pros and cons of this, obviously the pro of it is that I haven't had to refill them any water today. That's been awesome. The cons of it, you know, before we had that pallet and we had a bowl of water out for them, and then we had a 5-gallon bucket like this with the chicken water nipples in the bottom of it in the coop. So if we're ever gonna be gone for an extended period of time, that'd be really great to have something like this set up to where we don't have to water our chickens. So if we're looking at the overall setup of this, you know, I made the little framed in deal to hang it because we don't have any trees around here. So I'd be curious when I hang it in the other yard, when I hang it off a tree, if the weight of that hose is still gonna be an issue and cause it to spray out. We'll see. You know, it does tie up a hose, so we've got to get another hose. We've got this hose running over here, but for how well it's working, a little light drip that I can probably get to the bottom of, I think it is pretty sweet. Now, here's the fun part for you guys. We've got a second one of these waterers from Farmer Brad, and we're gonna give it away to one of you guys. What do we need from you? I want you guys to make a comment, something about this water. I wanna know that you want this water, so you just tell me something about it. Tell me what you like about it, what you don't like about it. If you don't like it, then you may not want it, but if you like it and you let me know about it down in the comments, I'm gonna pick a random comment in a week from today. The following Friday, Saturday, somewhere in there, I'm gonna get a hold of one of you guys, get an address, and send this out to you. So thank you, Farmer Brad, for sending us an extra one, and we'll get this out to one of you guys to enjoy on your farm.
All the chickens moved in for the evening. It's gonna be another cold night, so we thought we'd move them in one more night. This one has a broken leg, or it always puts one leg out on one side, so I don't know what its deal is, but he's the one that got picked on a lot. He always puts one leg out. It's really weird. We'll be putting him out of his misery here in a day or two, so if he makes it that long.
It got dark in a hurry. And just like that, another day is done. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us. We had a lot of, oh, look at that sunset. That is cool. That's St. Joe right over there, St. Joe, Missouri. We live just 5-10 minutes out of town. Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Go give Farmer Brad some love. We will have links to his YouTube channel, all his social media, his website. Go check out his stuff. If he leaves a comment on this video, look at that light, that's from the coop. Boop. If he leaves a comment on this video, I'll pin it at the top. You guys can ask him any questions you want about the water. Let him know what you think, positive, negative. If you've had good experiences, bad experiences with automatic chicken waters in the past. We were tinkering with it all day long and just had a little bit of a drip, but I think we'll get that worked out. So I think it's a pretty cool little deal. Looks a little crazy with the hose hooked up, but that's how automatic waters work. So be sure to leave a comment about the water if you guys want to be in the drawing for that. We'll draw that here in the next week. Anyways, thank you guys for hanging out. We had a lot of fun today. We got things accomplished. Hope you guys are getting things done as spring starts here on your homestead. We'll see you next time, guys.